Friday night baseball here at Oracle Park, and tonight the Giants and Marlins, they're going to tee it up for game one of this series, and it's right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. Game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. I said it was chilly, and 57 degrees sounds a little warmer than I thought, but you can see the winds. It is definitely picked up tonight.
Well, 15 miles per hour is the strongest wind that we've seen in this homestand. And it is primarily going out to center and left that we normally see. I don't think it's going to be as easy to hit it out to right field as we've seen the last couple of days.
So maybe a perfect night to pitch. We'll see. All right. Let's take a look at the Miami Marlins lineup. It'll be Jacob Marcy to lead things off, followed by Stowers, Otto Lopez, and then Xavier Edwards. Edwards is the cleanup hitter. The catcher, Liam Hicks, he's got great numbers at the start of this season, followed by Ramirez, Casey, and then Graham Pauley. And Connor Norby, he will hit in the ninth slot, and he'll play first base.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the 33-year-old right-hander and 7-year veteran Adrian Hauser. Hauser 6'4", 227, out of Locust Grove, Oklahoma. 4 starts this year, still looking for win number 1 in a Giants uniform with a 5.40 ERA. However, lifetime for Hauser against these Marlins, he's done well. 3-0 with a 3.22 ERA. And let's take a look at the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud on Adrian Hauser. You see a lot of sinkers. He'll have a 4-seam, so you're going to see a fastball over 50% of the time. His changeup is his #1 specialty pitch. He'll throw it almost a quarter of the time. He also has a slider and a curveball. And what do you say we take a look at the defense tonight playing behind Adrian Hauser? It's the Giants defense brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. Starting in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Ramos, Gilbert, and Lee. Adames and Chapman on the left side of the infield. Arise and Devers on the right side. We welcome Eric Haas. He'll be behind the plate today. He'll be in the squad putting down the signs. He'll get his first at-bats of the year for the Giants.
Haas had a good spring, and really there was a battle between Haas and the young man that made the team. So here we go. It'll be Marcy to lead things off. So the first pitch is high. We get started at 7:15. And the pitch is wide. The Marlins coming in with a record of 12-13. They're 5.5 back of the Braves. They're in second place. There's a strike. It also gives you an idea that there's a couple of teams in the East that usually don't flounder. One of them being the Mets and the other being the Phillies, and they both are right now. Not a bad pitch. It's 3-1.
Marcy with excellent speed. He will put pressure on the defense. I mean, a medium ground ball hit to a shortstop playing deep. Yeah, it's going to be bang bang. That's how much speed he's got. Giants play Marcy to pull, and they're respecting the bunt with Chapman at third.
This is Dan Bellino behind the plate. You say that?
Dan Bellino, and he's a low ball guy, but he's got some corners. He's not a bad umpire to pitch to. He looks for strikes.
Out of play. Ripperger. Livensbarger. Murcell, first to third. Here's the payoff. Driven to right. And this is going to sail over the head and then hit the bottom of the wall, and it kind of dies there. And that's how this game gets started, with a very loud leadoff double.
But you really can't walk a guy. I mean, look, Marcy comes into this at bat hitting under 200, but he's got 9 steals, so you cannot walk him. You have to challenge him. And he puts a charge into this thing, and Jung-Hoo Lee never had a chance to get back on it. That's how hard it was hit.
So Marcy with a double, just his second double of the year. And here's Kyle Stowers, who takes a strike.
Marlins are a good hitting team. I mean, they rank 4th in the league in team batting average at 257.
Stowers pops this one foul and out of play.
And the thing about the Marlins, I mean, the last couple of years they've been a dangerous team, and now they've crossed that bridge to where they're a good team. I mean, they are the youngest team, but they've got a lot of years on these young guys. And this is a team that has definitely matured. You see it around the league. I mean, the same thing with the Pirates. I mean, you go from a dangerous team, now all of a sudden you're a good team and you're a contending team. And the Marlins, I mean, they have a nice record considering how they had, what their schedule was at the early in the year. It was a tough schedule.
Got him.
Good changeup, and that's the bread and butter of Adrian Hauser. Just a complete sell job with good arm action, sets it up, and look at the location. Circle change, little two-seam grip, and look at the tail that runs away. That's just a perfect pitch. It's one of the best changeups in the National League West.
Here's Otto Lopez. Lopez hitting .315, off to a good start. Giants had him in camp a couple of years ago, and they had to make a choice between Tyler Fitzgerald and Otto Lopez, and Lopez was let go, and boy, he's turned out to be quite a young little player. Spanish audio is available on the SAP channel. Just underway here at Oracle Park on a Friday night. Nice crowd. Some still filing in, and there's a strike to make it 2-1. 2 more games left on this homestand, and then the Giants will hit the road. Two and one. Marcy bouncing around. He got Adrian Hauser's attention.
Hauser's really good at upsetting the timing of a base runner. Take a look at where he positions himself on the rubber. Hauser's as far over the first base side of the rubber you could possibly get.
Tapped foul. I couldn't help but notice Marcy's oven mitt and how long it is. And that's got to help you trying to steal a bag.
It's going to give you an extra couple, 2-3 inches to get to the base. Why not? I mean, come on.
2-2. And the runner goes. And there'll be no throw. And it's low.
What a jump he had, and that changes everything. With nobody out and the leadoff double from Marcy, I mean, it was a strikeout situation for Hauser, and you can see the jump. Goss had no chance. Now with a runner at third, it again is a strikeout situation, and the Giants are going to bring the infield in.
Got him. What a big strikeout that is.
2 times when he's needed to get that strikeout, he's gotten it. Here, a 3-2 slider. A little bit of a hanger.
Yeah.
Put it down. It can't hit, hanging slider.
Here's Xavier Edwards, who really kind of wore the Giants out last year. bouncing down the line was Marcy, and it's a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Marcy at third can get off as far as Chapman's away from the bag. Swing and a miss to even the count.
Well, if you're thinking about Marcy over third base stealing home with Hauser in the stretch, a right-hander looking right at him, I mean, it's just not going to happen. Most bases, I think, guys that steal home are doing against lefties. Did you ever steal home?
I did not. Not in the big leagues. I mean, I did it at college.
It's kind of a hairy play.
I did it in the one of the NCAA final games to get to the College World Series. I remember our coach said, "All right, I want you to steal home right now." That was the sign.
Well,
It was. This is driven to right, and it's a fair ball. So Edwards hurts the Giants again, and this is a 2-out double, and it's 1-0.
take a look at the location of the pitch, and it is right out there, right down the middle. And a guy who hits well in this ballpark continues. You know, you're hitting good. It always gets back to you're getting good pitches to hit. That was a good pitch to hit.
So here's Liam Hicks, who comes in hitting .321 with 4 home runs, 21 runs batted in. And a little bit off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Very high. The Marlins are coming from South Florida, where they had a 3-3 homestand. Big swing and a foul back. They lost 2 of 3 to the Brewers, and then they won 2 of 3 from the Cardinals. And they find themselves 1 game under 500. See how hot Hicks has been.
He's the centerpiece in their lineup. Leads the team in RBIs, money hits, lots of power.
Right there at the knees. Very high, very deep, and gone. Hicks has done it again. He's got 5 now on the year. How about that?
Well, he went down and got a breaking ball. Take a look at the location. It just drops right down in, and actually I don't think it was a breaking ball. I just think it was at the 2-seam fastball. But Hicks not fooled. Ouch.
Boy, a couple of strikeouts and you're out away from getting out of this mess, and all of a sudden now it's 3-0.
Yeah. Strike away.
So as a starting pitcher, Mike, you got to regroup and think it's 0-0.
No, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, you're going to have bad innings. But then you can still right the ship and eat some innings up.
Gilbert coming in, and this will end the inning. So the Giants realize now they got some catching up to do. Good look inside the ballpark. Right now the Marlins lead 3-0. Giants are coming up for the first time. Here's their lineup. It'll be Adames, Arise, and then Matt Chapman. Devers the cleanup hitter, followed by Schmidt the DH. Then it's Lee, Ramos, and Drew Gilbert, and Eric Haas will get his first start as he's hitting ninth, facing that man who has won a Cy Young in his career.
Sandy Alcantara making start number 6, off to a great start. He's 2-2 on the year, 23 strikeouts into 12 walks. Alcantara really is one of the guys that got established in this game very early with his sinker. But since that time, he really has learned to use other movements and whatnot. He's a big fella, 6'5", 200-pounders, 30 years old, his 8th year at the big league level.
Facing Willie Adames, hitting .228. A couple of hits and 8 at-bats against Alcantara. And a quick 2 strikes. It's 0-2. Ben's got 1 hit yesterday. Glasnow was that good. And a 3 pitch. See you later.
Let's take a look at the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud on Sandy Alcantara. 6 types of movement being featured. His changeup is the pitch he throws more than anything else, which is new. Still rides that sinker in a hard way, and that's a high velocity sinker. It'll average in the high 90s. 4-seamer, slider, cutter, sweeper round out the top 6.
Here's Arise, who fouls it out of play. Line drive, base hit. He can hit.
He can hit. Let's take a look at the Marlins defense. It's brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. Starting in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Stowers, Marcy, and Casey. Good assist arms across the board. Lopez, Polly on the left side of the infield. Edwards, Norby on the right side. Liam Hicks, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
So Arise, a base hit off his old teammate, and here's Chapman. Right now, all Alcantara's doing is just throwing strikes.
Well, he's a guy like Logan Webb, where he really has to establish the knee-high location early in the game. That's his strength.
Throwing strikes. Oh, Chapman's going to challenge. I don't know about this one, Mike.
I think he's got a chance. I think this was low.
Just barely.
San Francisco retains their challenge.
And Chapman, I mean, he doesn't challenge very
No,
often.
he doesn't really.
And that's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1.
This is a little jam shot, and it's going to fall. And Arise read it the whole way. He took a chance, Mike. That was an automatic.
Well, and Jacob Marcy's got great speed and great range in the outfield. But that's how good that read was from Arise. If Marcy catches that ball, it's an innings over. It's a double play. Looking right at it, saying, "I'm going." And that sets up a first and third one-out scenario. That's a big play.
Here's Devers. Big swing and a miss. Devers looking for that fastball, and he got it. Put the ball in play. On the ground up the middle. It could be a pair. That's 1 and 2.
The Giants will take a look.
So they get the double play. That'll end the inning. Giants glove drive. Well, it's tomorrow, and your $30 donation helps buy a brand new glove for a kid in need. In return, a Brandon Belt captain's hat pin or a Willie Adames jersey pin. So visit the community clubhouse at tomorrow's game or online. Donate at sfgiants.com/glove drive. So what happened while I was reading that?
Well, another leadoff double to start the inning off.
All right.
And on a first pitch, Owen Casey not Jimmy jacking around. See ball, hit ball, run like crazy. And once again, a strikeout situation for Hauser.
Bringing Graham Pauley to the plate. Pauley hitting 185. And a check swing foul. So 4 hits already for this Marlins team. Hey, Giants got 2, but double plays have a way of kicking you right in the gut. Swing, gonna miss. Nothing in 2. On deck is Connor Norby. Pulled down the line, but this is going to be foul.
Tell you what, you're pitching against a guy and you make a fastball location pitch right on the hands and he spins on it and barrels it up. That's a bit unnerving. You can rationalize, okay, I made a mistake out of the middle of the plate, he barreled me up, but when you make your pitch on his hands and he barrels it, it takes away the inside location.
This is poked into center field for a base hit. Gilbert's got it. His throw home is going to sail over everybody. But staying at first is Pauley, and it's 4-0.
Well, in a 2-strike situation, just kind of putting a barrel head on it, not a lot of lower body, using the middle of the field. A hitting philosophy that has been around for 150 years. Good at bat.
Connor Norby. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
We mentioned during the pregame show that Adrian Hauser's had great success lifetime against Miami. I mean, he's 3-0 with an ERA in the 3s against them.
High foul, and it's out of play.
But right now, he's not fooling the Marlins. Been a lot of loud contact his first time through the lineup.
He'll get a couple of big strikeouts. Oh, and 2. And a quick toss to first. That was Clayton McCullough, the manager of this Marlins team. Pretty good pitch. Called a ball. It's 1-2.
That's a great 0-2 pitch. When you throw a pitch like that, you're wondering how can that guy take that pitch in a 2-strike count? I mean, that's, well, I mean, according to that, it was a strike.
And I thought maybe it was closer than we thought. On the ground. That's 1. Got him. It's a good turn. Considering Arise had to go a little ways to his left to start that double play.
Well, and he got it out. The only way he could get it quickly over to Adames, he had to take it out just like a little backhand shove, but an absolute strike. Watch how he feeds it in the backhand shove, and then Adames unleashes the beast.
Here's Marcy. A double to open up the game for Marcy. Bounces this one foul.
Hey,
he'll be honored tomorrow.
I think he's here. It could be Brandon Belt.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. Got him, and that'll end the inning. So a run on 2 hits. 4-0 Marlins.
This telecast is brought to you by Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Does it even count as spring if you don't go to the boardwalk? Buy online and save now at beachboardwalk.com.
Outside the ballpark here in San Francisco, inside it's 4-0 Miami. Is Casey Schmidt's going to lead it off. And Schmidt looks at a strike. 282 for Casey Schmidt. A couple of home runs, 8 runs batted in. This one's down low.
Just 3 at-bats lifetime against Alcantara. He's 1 for 3. In Alcantara's mind, it's nothing.
Nothing indeed. A little bit off the plate. 2 balls and a strike.
Pitchers have a way to get people out, and that's how they pitch. Maybe a 10-run lead. They pitch the same way.
2-2. Lee on deck. Schmidt hits one very high and deep, but on the track. Stowers makes the catch. He's done that 2 or 3 times in the last week.
Well, this summer FIFA World Cup 2026 lights up the United States, Mexico, and Canada. Experience every goal, every celebration exclusively in Spanish on Telemundo and Peacock.
Here's Jung-Hoo Lee, who looks at a pitch wide. .253, a home run. Bounces off his foot. He's got 9 runs batted in.
He's been hot.
He has.
Wave smooth. It's a Jung-Hoo Lee fan out there.
There you go. Yep.
Wonder how hot Jung-Hoo Lee has actually been. Jung-Hoo Lee in the last 12 games hitting .356. Put 100 points on his batting average.
Good healthy rip. It's 2-2.
Think about Jung-Hoo Lee. I mean, you really can't overload any side of the field. The Marlins play a slight pull in the infield on the left side. Other than that, it's pretty straight up. That includes the outfield.
Take 3-2.
I always thought that was the ultimate compliment. It was either the ultimate compliment that guys respected you used the whole field, or they just didn't know anything about you.
Lined into right center field. That'll be a base hit. Lee takes a wide turn.
One thing too, I mean, good location gets you out of a funk, but when you're really hot, you'll hit any location. Look where this is. This is a heavy sinker down below the knees.
Yep.
And in a 3-2 count, he just goes down and puts the barrel on it. Just a great example of a guy who's put the sweet spot on the ball a lot.
Ramos, 264. Just off the plate, 1 ball and no strikes.
Close. Alcantara's given up 4 home runs this year, 35 innings.
That's right off the end of the bat. Foul right over the Marlins on-deck circle. It's a ball and a strike.
If you're giving up 1 home run every 10 innings, that's good. He's a little short of that, but still, just 4.
That is called being tardy. It's 1 and 2.
Yeah, that had some giddy up on it at 99 miles per hour.
Kind of a late call by Ramos.
I guarantee Alcantara didn't like that.
Added to his fastball a little bit.
Yeah, put a little more on there at 100 right above the hands. Perfect location.
Tipped him off.
That's exactly what that did.
Here's Gilbert. Gilbert hitting at 217.
Previous pitch is a ball, and the catcher is challenged.
Challenge.
Call is overturned. Miami retains 2 challenges.
Now that's a rough strike.
Foul. This one into the glove of Hicks. It's a quick 0-2.
I mean, it's just not right. Thinking I got ball 1. It's like Santa Claus taking back the bike you got as a kid.
Yeah, you can't have it. Gilbert in the hole. On the backhand at first by Norby, and that'll do it. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Inning number 3 is coming up.
Well, Mother's Day is just around the corner. You can celebrate all the moms in your life at Oracle Park on Sunday, May 10th. First 15,000 fans receive a quilted tote bag presented by UCSF Health. The Giants, are they going to take on the Pirates? Go to sfgiants.com/promotions.
Here's Stowers. Stowers struck out. It was a big out in that first inning. No balls and a strike. Off the line at third is Chapman and the pitch. And it's wide.
Stowers is just getting back on the field. He's been on the IL. He's only had 10 at-bats on the year.
Swing and a miss, 1 and 2. Oh, got a piece to stay alive. For nothing. 8 hits in the game. And this is a sharp ground ball right over the bag. Stowers looks like he's going to have a double.
That's the 3rd inning in a row that the Marlins have opened up the inning with a double.
And it's the 4th double for them.
Take a look at. Well, I don't know if it landed in fair territory. All it has to do is go over the bag, which it did. So, strikeout situation immediately again for Hauser. And back in the stretch position for more stress.
Otto Lopez struck out. Here he wraps one towards the hole. Adames with a tricky hop. Throws him out. Nice play. That had more than routine written all over it.
Yeah, it had a little fuzz on it, no doubt. But again, a good example of the arm strength that Adames has. And a nice dig out of the dirt from Devers on the back end.
Here's Edwards. Edwards doubled down the right field line. There's a pickoff play just to keep Stowers honest at second base. And a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Next pitch will be number 50 for Hauser. And let's see what it is. It's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, the crowd filled in very nicely. It is very close to a sellout tonight, I believe.
Good Friday night crowd on an Orange Friday.
Very nice Friday night. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. That's been his best pitch so far.
He throws a lot of them. He uses a 2-seam grip that just gives him a little tail away from the left-handed hitter. And he's doing a lot of softball, a lot of curveballs, a lot of changeups.
One, 2 with Stowers at second. On the ground towards the hole and through for a base hit. Lee's got it. They will hold the runner at third. You can see how accurate and what a good arm Lee has. So it's 1st and 3rd.
Just past the backhanded dive of Devers. And the reputation of Jung-Hoo Lee really is what froze Stowers over at third base. Remember, he's coming off the IL. He's not 100% with his legs.
Here's Hicks. Hicks goes the other way. This will be deep enough to pick up an RBI, and the throw will come home, but way too late. So a sacrifice fly. Nice at bat.
And he went opposite field to get it too.
2 outs with a runner at first who may go. And a quick toss. Popped up and out of play.
It just seems like we've seen it every series. A lot of first ball hitting this year. I think as pitching has evolved at the big league level, it's pretty common to see guys with 5, 6, sometimes 7 different types of movement, different types of speed. And
little chopper. Hauser bare hands and throws, and they got him in a nice play. A run on 2 hits. It's now 5-0 Miami. True baseball fans need Wi-Fi that's so reliable it never gets caught looking. Xfinity Internet keeps you in the game at one price for 5 years, and it allows you to get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, manage that. Here's Haas. And that's a strike. So he hit. And Edwards throws him out. So here's top of the order.
hey, Friday night out on the Cove. The Bass Tub. Have a festive group out there.
Thomas takes a strike. Tap foul. 1-2. Vince had an opportunity in the first, but an inning double play wiped that opportunity out. Towards the hole, but cut off at third by Pauly, who throws him out. Remember, Luis Ariz played for the Marlins. How about those numbers?
Well, he won a batting title, and then he was halfway into his season leading the league, and he was traded to the Padres, and he won a batting title there. He's won 3 batting titles.
Not quite sure where he got the reputation that defensively he was a liability, which hasn't been the case.
Oh, he's been very good at second base.
One and one. Ariz with a solid single in the first. 1-2.
Marlins jam Luis Ariz now in center field and left field. They're playing a shallow set with their outfielders. They're giving him overhead.
Out of play.
Strikeout percentage, well, who's got the lowest strikeout percentage in the major leagues? Will that be Luis Ariz? Liam Hicks also in this game.
Flips this one to the left, but that's going to be out of play off that screen.
You know, we know that Arise, who's an average hitter, I mean, a batting average hitter, he hits a high average because of his contact, puts the ball in play, but he doesn't show a greater deal of power, whereas Liam Hicks, who doesn't strike out, he got lots of power. That would have hurt. You get hit with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, four-seamer, it's going to hurt. But if you get hit with a 98-mile-an-hour two-seamer, that's going to really hurt. So what's the difference? Well, a two-seamer, when you catch it, it just feels heavier because of the spin on it. And as low as that was, if I hit him in the knee or the leg, he'd have been out a couple of games.
Play again.
Pitch number 8 coming up. Been riding the fastball hard his last outing, last 3 outings. He's throwing more changeups than fastballs. Not the case tonight.
Into center field, and it's going to be caught by Marcy to end the inning. All right, we'll head to the 4th. Welcome back to the broadcast booth, presented by Lazy Boy. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. With me is Mike Krukow. This is Cal night here at the park. And Mike, these college nights, every once in a while you get the feeling of a college crowd. It's kind of fun.
Well, they're festive. It's Friday night.
Yeah.
Studied hard all week. They want to let out a little shaft, and it certainly is the case tonight. But they need something to cheer about. Right now, the Giants offensively has not been able to get them going.
That's right. There's the Cal group.
Straw Hat Band.
They've had a great national anthem.
Yeah, they're good.
Well, you hear those college bands, and it immediately, if you close your eyes, makes you think about halftime, right?
Yeah, it does.
Well, how about a leadoff walk?
Well, the leadoff hitter of every inning has been a real point of frustration for Adrian Hauser. I mean, he hasn't been able to get an out from a leadoff hitter in any of the 4 innings. And everybody who's gotten on base to start an inning so far in this game has scored.
Here's Graham Pauley. Pauley had an RBI single. And a bit off the plate. Two and 0. And a shot into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, it's getting time where the Giants have to start thinking about opening up a can of bullpen here. Right now, Adrian Hauser, for the 4th inning in a row, is in a stress situation. JT Brubaker starting to get ready.
Connor Norby. And he takes a pitch just off the plate.
Giants bullpen is in good shape. I mean, the starters really did well in the last 3 games against the Dodgers. So with a day off on Monday, they could really get into their bullpen should they be needed.
High and deep to left. Ramos back, gone. Connor Norby with his 3rd of the year. And it's 8-0.
Well, it really hurts. This is the bottom of the lineup. Norby's the 9th place hitter. And he hits this one like he bats cleanup. Little hanging slider middle in just above the knee. And he gets every bit of it. No doubt about her.
On the ground to second for a rise. Marcy's retired. So 1 out here in the 4th. I mean, look, you can't just cash it in now. You got a long ways to go. Stowers takes wide. He doubled to lead off the 3rd. Bounces this one into right field for a base hit. So here's Lopez.
Well, that's 10 hits in 3 1/3 innings. And the majority of the hits have been loud.
So the inning moves on with Lopez, who's 0 for 2. And it's wide, 1-0.
Smile smooth.
Yeah, we get the Cal group. They're smiling. This is a shot up the middle for a base hit.
Yeah, the Giants bullpen's down there waiting for a phone call. And it looks like finally it's been made. This is going to be a red alert for Brubaker, obviously.
Edwards is 2 for 2. And that breaking ball misses. "11 hits with 1 out here in the 4th. Ramos backpedaling. He'll make the catch. 2 outs.
Well, the other thing too is, you've given up 11 hits. That's, I don't know if that's ever happened to him in 3 2/3 innings in his career. But you also, you talk about the noise that your contact you're giving up is making, and it's been loud. I mean, sometimes you go out there and it's just not your night, and that's the case for Hauser. We talked about his success against his team lifetime. He'd never been beaten. He's 3-0 against them, but tonight it's like they haven't forgotten those 3-0, and they're trying to get even in one night.
Here's Liam Hicks. I mean, if the Giants, were throwing together some good at bats, you could kiddingly say, well, the Giants, they got these Marlins right where they want them. But they're not making any loud contact.
Yeah, it's a lopsided game right now.
A little low. 2 balls and a strike. Pulled foul. It's 2-2.
All right, some activity for our ball dude, John Polly, down the first base side. There you go, John.
2-2. And a full count. Line to right. And Jung-Hoo Lee is going to reach up and make the catch. 8-0 Marlins.
All right, time now for the play of the game presented by your California Ford dealers. 3 years ago today, Alex Cobb beat the Cardinals by pitching his second career shutout. Cobb allowed 6 hits, 1 walk, and struck out 4 on 109 pitches. It was 11 years between his first and second career shutout, his first coming in 2012 with the Rays against the A's.
Alex Cobb.
Another guy with a good sinker.
Really good sinker. All right, it's 8-0 Miami. Is Matt Chapman's going to lead things off. Right now what you want to do is make Alcantara a little uncomfortable.
Well, yeah.
One ball and no strikes.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a whole lot, but if they could score a run this inning just to let them know the Marlins that they're out there with the bats. And then you get that at a 2-0 pitch. Not a whole lot you can do with that. High velocity sink on the outside corner. But you know what, though? That's what aces can do. You've got great stuff, and they can locate. When you give them an 8-0 lead, I mean, it's like they're loose and easy. Another backdoor sink on the outside corner. High velocity, perfect location. I mean, he basically takes away the 3-1 advantage that Chapman worked so hard for with a perfect location pitch.
Little tapper. Makes the play. 1-0.
Great. Alcantara threw about a 102-mile-an-hour throw over first base. I know you played a little bit of first base. Did you like that when a guy busts you? Oh my goodness.
Nope. Here's Rafi Devers. Devers an opportunity in that first. He hit a ground ball. It looked like it might get into center field, but Edwards at second made a nice play and turned it into a double play. It's this one sharply again to Edwards. 2 outs. Telling us in the truck that his velocity on the throw to first was 83.
I think I'd argue that one.
Yeah, I might have to argue with it. 93 maybe. Schmidt takes a strike.
It's great. We watched Alcantara. He got a ball he didn't like, and he threw it over to the Marlins side. We used to have a coach named Jack Bloomfield. When a team came into Wrigley Field and they would throw a ball out of the game and they would throw it over to their own dugout, he would yell at them because they didn't pay for that baseball.
Another one right back to where it came from. And that'll end the inning. So 3 ground balls and 3 outs, and we'll head to the 5th. Here it's 8-0. We're in the top of the 5th inning. New pitcher is JT Brubaker. It's time for a change. Switch to Comcast Business for all-in connection and protection your small businesses can rely on.
JT Brubaker, the new pitcher now for the Giants. To see his numbers, this will be his 10th appearance on the year. Good solid start to the season.
See if he can calm things down here with these Miami Marlins at bats as Ramirez takes a ball. Agustin Ramirez fouls this one back.
Brubaker's been around. He's 32 years of age, 7-year veteran. He's been a starter, and now he finds himself in the bullpen. He can do a lot for you.
Towards the hole, Adames throws it on one hop, and Devers digs it out. Nice play.
It was a nice play from both ends. And, we've seen Adames do this. He throws it on one hop with intention. That one, however, short hopped Devers. It was not that easy of a dig out on him with the high backhander.
Yeah, you want this to bounce a little further away from the first baseman. But all in all, it works. Here's Casey. It's a high pop-up, and that's going to be out of play. By the way, that's the first time in this game the Giants retired the leadoff hitter of an inning.
Now the game, they always say it's all about the first strike, the first out of an inning, score the first run of a game. You can do those three things consistently, you're going to win games.
A bit high. Out of play again. A little sneaky from Brubaker at 95. It's 1-2.
Casey's 23 years of age, out of Ontario, Canada. Second round pick by the Padres. You stand next to him and you look at him in the face. I mean, he looks like he's a sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
But he's a big fella, 6'4", 190. I mean, he may look young in the face, but he does it physically. I mean, he fills up a door when he walks into a room.
Scored twice tonight. Three and two. Got him.
Good hard slider. Well, this Sunday is Youth Baseball Day, and it's almost sold out. You can get tickets to Sunday's game while you still can. The first 11,000 kids age 14 and under are going to get a pair of youth flip-up sunglasses presented by the Bank of America. Go to sfgiants.com/promotions. It is also Brandon Belt Day. Be here tomorrow at 12:15 if you're coming, so you can see the pregame ceremony honoring Brandon Belt.
Graham Pauley rolls it foul. He's got 2 hits. His average went from 185 to now 214. Two. Two day games remaining in this series.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of day games on Saturday, home games.
Got him with a high fastball. Nice inning for Brubaker. Giants are coming up.
Well, it's the 2026 All-Star Teacher Award presented by Provident Credit Union. It's going on right now. You can go to NBCSportsBayArea.com/AST and check out Deanna Slayton as well as all the other finalists and vote now. The winning pitcher, winning teacher, their school will receive $30,000. So they need your vote.
Jung-Ho Lee had the bat slip out of his hand on the swing. It's no balls and 1 strike.
How does that feel when you do it?
Yeah, you know, it usually happens. There's a little bit of a rain or a drizzle. And tight to even the count.
It's one of the things that when you watch kids start to play baseball, one thing that they do wrong when they're hitting is they grip the bat too tight. You want a light grip. And the reason for it is if you grip the bat tight, you take away some of the weight in the head of your bat. The lighter the grip, the heavier your bat head is. The heavier the bat head, the better weapon that bat is for you.
Jung-Ho Lee goes the other way, and it's foul.
But big league hitters, when they put a bat in their hand, I mean, you can't believe how light of a grip that they put on it. Now they know as they throw that bat head, the hands are going to tighten up and they're going to grip a little harder as that barrel goes towards the ball.
Foul, same spot.
It's the same thing when a pitcher grips a baseball. He grips a real light grip on it. At the end, when he throws that thing and he cracks the whip of his throwing motion, his fingers would naturally try and hang on to the ball. But the initial grip is very light. Batting and pitching, very similar.
Foul again. So good at bat here for Jung-Ho Lee. One and two. Ramos to follow. And a bit high.
This hot streak that Jung-Ho Lee has been on, I mean, he hasn't had bad at bats. I mean, everything's a battle. He's getting lots of pitches out of the pitcher. A lot of 2-strike, good contact.
Lifted very high into right center field. And it's the center fielder, Marcy. And here's Ramos. Ramos cues this one off the end of the bat. He struck out swinging on a high fastball in the second. Alcantara, as hard as he throws, he's only had a couple of strikeouts. He hasn't walked anybody. One pitch. Foul back. 1 and 2. Biting on the pitch just below the knees. It's 2 and 2.
That's a big deal. I mean, early this year, I mean, he was flailing at that.
And it's a fair ball right down the third base line. Ramos has got a double, and the Giants have a runner in scoring position.
Nice 2-strike at bat. How do you come out of a slump? Well, you get better pitches to hit. You stay in the strike zone. But this one had some fuzz boring in on him at a high velocity, and he still managed to stay inside it and get the barrel head on it. You see those type of at-bats, and you're thinking, okay, good things are coming.
Gilbert takes down and in. He grounded out, hit the ball fairly well, but he hit it right to the first baseman, Norby, in the second inning. It's the fifth with one out and one on. Nice, comfortable lead for these Marlins. There's a shot into left center field. That's a base hit. Here comes Ramos. The throw home is going to be late. And the Giants are on the board.
And the fans have finally got something to cheer about.
Nice at bat.
No, really, it wasn't a hanger. I mean, it was a little fading movement that ran away at the belt, but you try and pull it, you roll it over. Here he stays inside it, goes the other way. Gets himself an RBI, and the Giants are on the board.
Here's the catcher, Eric Haas.
Big hole on the right side of the infield. In spring training, we saw Haas go to right field a lot.
Falls behind 0-2. Pop up. Just out of reach. Down the line, and a fair ball. Gilbert is on the move. Gilbert is on the move, and they're going to wave him in. And the throw home is not in time. Haas with a double, and his first hit in a Giants uniform.
And right field pays off big dividends. Tell you, Hugo Borg, Giants third base coach, he's taking some chances here. Ball away, really a nice top hand throw. And just slices it right down the line. And credit Gilbert, I mean, he had a good jump and he was sniffing home plate from the get-go. And he got the green light. He was ready to take advantage of it. Well, he was slowed up a little bit. Despite that, he still managed to get in.
Sure helped that he could run a little bit. Oh, nope, yeah, now. Almost a Tim Flannery, my butt's on the line.
Well, I mean, he did put that hand up, and I think that's why we saw Gilbert start to slow up a little bit.
So, Adames will hit. Swing. Down low.
It's a big at bat in this game. I mean, they've got momentum going. Right now, Alcantara is thinking evil thoughts.
This is cued right off the end of the bat. Damas will be retired. House will go to third. And here's the rise.
Big swing of the bat for Eric Haas.
Foul back. Good swing.
Nobody on base. Rarely do you see a rise swing at that first pitch. You get a runner on base, especially in a scoring position, and somebody's going to try and take out strike one early. He's going to sit on it. And it really doesn't matter what you throw in there.
Down the left field line, it's going to be out of play.
Rise, he has pop in his bat. I mean, if they really jam him in the outfield and play their outfielders short, I mean, he's got the pop to get it over their heads.
Out of play again. Base hit, and that'll knock in Haas. It's 8-3.
I can't tell you how good that at bat was. And again, I mean, just an example of his bat to ball skills. Look where this location pitch was. I mean, that is down below the knees with sink at a high velocity. And this is just not a pitch you can do a whole lot with. And here, an 0-2 count, money.
Here's Chapman. Chapman with a swing and a miss.
Sense the momentum starting to build in the Giants dugout. Chapman runs into one here. This place will go crazy.
No swing. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2.
Change up and a good one. That's a pitch when he first got to the big leagues he didn't really have. Didn't have a four-seamer. I mean, he has added some pitches into his quiver as he's aged in his career.
Runner goes. And he made it.
I thought he had a pretty good jump, but that's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. That's a big play. Now he's in score position with 2 outs. Alcantara is 6'5", and a high leg kick, really a slow unload time. Liam Hicks, the catcher, kind of disadvantaged by his pitcher, and there was a rise taking advantage of it. That's a heads-up play. Ooh, that's a good 2-2 pitch. That was not a comfortable take.
I swung at that. I'm sorry. Slowly hit. Side retired. So the Giants with 4 hits that inning. Couple of doubles, couple of singles. They're on the board. At least they are now 3 times. It's 8-3. 8-3 Marlins. Here's Connor Norby, who homered in the 4th inning. That one hurt, the home run.
Yeah, it did. Ended up being a 3-run inning from the bottom of the lineup. And why does that hurt just a little bit more?
Well, the inning started out with a walk.
Yep.
Not that Hauser walked a whole lot. That was the only walk he issued.
Well, it's just one of those nights that happens to everybody who's ever been in this game. You're going to go out there, and some nights you're just not going to be able to fool anybody. You just hope your team can pick you up. I mean, put a 3 spot in the bottom of the 5th, though, down 8-0 and making it an 8-3 ball game. Well, you got the crowd into it now. Things change.
Out of play.
And Brubaker trying to make this a shutdown inning. Get his team off the field back in that dugout to where there is momentum with the bats.
Hit up the middle, but right behind the bag is Arise. He throws him out. Well, if it's viral, funny, or trending, it's on TikTok. Get exclusive Giants content by following at NBC Sports Authentic. Here's Marcy. Breaking ball for a strike. And tight. Yeah, you never know when that sun's going to come out.
Well, if you have good looking sunglasses, you got to wear them. You don't even need the sun
Or
to wear
put
them.
them on your forehead.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is attitude, if you've ever seen it.
That's attitude. Amen.
Out towards Triple's alley, but Jung-Hoo Lee's got a good jump.
Well, treat all moms in your life to an outing at Oracle Park with a special Mother's Day ticket offer. Get 2 lower level or club level tickets for only $98 to any May game, including Mother's Day on Sunday, May 10th. Go to sfgiants.com/mom.
Stowers swinging at that first pitch. Yeah, we say this all the time. Shouldn't be just one day out of the year being Mother's Day. Should be every day.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
1 ball and 1 strike. Swing in a minute. 1-2.
Nope. Every day is Mother's Day. I like that. I need to get a t-shirt.
Every day should be Mother's Day. It's going to be a no swing.
No swing, says Dan Murzell, crew chief over at third base. I love that shot right there.
A little bit of a quick pitch, and this is going to be off the bricks. And it's right to Jung-Hoo. And Stowers has got a double. Another double in this game. Stowers has got 3 hits.
Take a look at the 2-seam fastball right up at the belt. Not a whole lot of sink up there, and he barrels it up. Remember, he just got off the IL just his 14th at bat. I mean, he's a guy who's got a lot of power. And he's a big part of their offense. So if the Marlins getting him back is a huge positive hit.
Here's Otto Lopez. Lopez had a hit in the 4th. And takes a little low. Lifted high down the right field line. It'll be out of play.
That throw from Brubaker was on the shortstop side of the bag. They had a chance to get him. Stowers knew it.
And a base hit to left field for Lopez. And that is going to score Stowers.
And that hurts. So a big run from the Marlins takes away the shutdown inning possibility. Now you're in the heart of the lineup, but now it's become a stress inning. That's just a hanging slider. Not a lot of lower body on the swing from Lopez. I mean, he really had some lean, but he gets the job done.
Here's Edwards, who bunts it foul.
That's odd. Your cleanup hitter bunting. 2 outs.
Well,
I know the defense is giving it to you, but you got a 6-run lead. You've got power. Hey, that was his plan. Even a bad plan is better than no plan.
well, he's got 2 hits, a double and a single. This is going to be out of play. Some of the teams that were projected to be really, really good at the beginning of the season that have been struggling, including the Red Sox, who lost today, and the Phillies, who lost their 10th straight. Mets, they lost. And those teams are talented.
Well, you certainly don't think that you're going to see a long losing streak from the Phillies or the Red Sox or the Mets. That's for sure. Been kind of an odd April.
It hasn't ever.
I always thought that was the craziest month. You're trying to come together as a team. You're trying to form some chemistry.
Dodgers are shutting out the Cubs 4-0. And the Cubs have won 9 straight. Here it's 2-2. Back to this one. Runner goes. Bouncing ball past Devers into right field, a base hit. Young gets it in quickly, as he should. And for Edwards, that's his 3rd hit. I told you he did this to the Giants last year.
Another good 2-strike at bat.
Remember last year, Mike? that stretch where the Giants just weren't scoring runs?
I do.
Marlins came in here in that stretch and swept them.
Well, they have gone from a dangerous team into a good team status as to how they've developed. They've let these young guys play and learn the game at the big league level, and it's paying off for them this year. And now they're getting Stowers back, and they're starting to get healthy.
Here's Hicks. Hicks hit a 2-run home run in the first. A sacrifice fly in the third. One and 0. Runner goes. And there'll be no throw, and it'll be a steal for Edwards. That's his third of the year. Up and in, 2 balls and a strike. Still some time left, but you got to keep this to be just the 1-run inning. It's 2-2.
Well, you're right, and Hicks has had nothing but good at bats tonight, so this is the biggest at bat in the game for that very reason. I mean, that 3 spot they put on the board in the 5th inning, they have good thoughts. You can't let this game get away from you right now.
Two and 2. Hey, got him, and that'll end the inning. A run on 3 hits, 2 left. Giants are coming up. Well, tomorrow is the Brandon Belt celebration. The Giants will celebrate, hey, the baby giraffe and a forever giant. Be in your seats by 12:15. It'll be a pregame ceremony. First 20,000 fans, what are they going to get? A Brandon Belt Aloha shirt presented by Super Duper Burgers. sfgiants.com/promotions. Here's Devers. And a strike. Well, you made some noise in the 5th. Do it again in the 6th. Why not?
Why not?
Wide to even the count. There's a foul back. We had a chance, Mike and I and Dave Fleming, to visit with, well, a lot of people down on the field, but mainly Bruce Bochy, who's always super fun to talk to. He will be here tomorrow. He will speak.
He's one of those guys that has total recall to everything that ever happened to him in his life.
There he is.
And he can tell stories about every guy that he ever had as a player, every guy that he ever played with as a teammate.
Devers is out swinging.
And he's fun. So you get him into a conversation and you're always going to have some yucks.
Yeah, and you know what? It's very helpful that the 3 of us remind him sometimes of some of the things that he said that we couldn't repeat over the years.
Well, been a few.
Here's Schmidt. And you know, there was one thing that we always appreciated as the 4 broadcasters is, you know, things that he would tell us. He obviously knew that we weren't going to share them with the public. And it created a great atmosphere
Previous pitch
for
is
us.
a strike. The batter has challenged.
So we have a challenge.
I think this is going to be a strike.
Call is confirmed. San Francisco has one challenge
strike is
remaining.
confirmed.
If you challenge and the whole ball's in the strike zone, it should be a $20 fine.
So I have 20, yeah. Depending on how much you make.
Well, yeah, then you could get some serious team party money in there.
That one dinged up Hicks pretty good.
Kind of caught him on the chin of the mask.
It's 1-2.
Bad thing about getting hit is you're totally relaxed. You're concentrating on catching the ball. And the last thing you're thinking about is taking one right in the nose. And it rocks you. It does.
You definitely don't have time to think about it. Looked like the pitch that Schmidt fouled was maybe a hanging changeup. He was very upset that he didn't do more with it.
Next pitch will be number 94 for Alcantara. Probably going to be his last inning.
Schmidt digs one out. He's got a hit. One of these days, that young man is going to figure out that right field can be his friend.
Well, you know, you watch him prepare before a game, and I mean, he uses the middle of the field. I mean, he hits everything to center. He thinks by thinking center field, I mean, it puts him in position to hit off speed puts. Those are the pitches he's going to pull. But he works at it.
With one out, here's Lee, and Lee looks at a strike. Chopper. Lopez throws back, and they got him. Lopez, a very smart play, because a lot of times that momentum, if you're the base runner going from first to second, it's going to take you off the bag.
Well, when everybody pulled in, it was kind of an open third base. I think that's what Casey Schmidt saw. He saw an opportunity to go to third, but he hung out there too far and he couldn't get back, and that is a critical mistake when you're trying to get back in a ball game. And there's the play from Lopez, and that's just good baseball IQ.
So credit Lee with a base hit. And now Ramos. Ramos fouls it back. Outside to even the count. One ball and one strike. Very close. That would be one you could challenge, and yeah, maybe Alcantara did.
Alcantara, he was the one that tapped the hat. I think it was outside. I don't think it was a strike.
The call is confirmed. Miami has one challenge remaining.
That changes everything. It becomes a 1-2 pitch and you're defensive.
I didn't see how he wanted it.
Oh, yeah.
Three and one.
That was pitch number 100. Nobody throwing in the Marlins bullpen. They're going to challenge that one. That was Ramos that tapped the hat. And I think he's going to win. That was not a strike. At least I don't think it was.
Well, Ramos has taken all the gear off. And there's the walk.
You know, this is the one thing we found out about the ABS. It can build momentum in an inning. And it certainly has done that for the Giants. And very quickly, the Marlins have come to life in their bullpen.
This is Daniel Moskos, the pitching coach. Now it's a good time for a message from Lazy Boy.
It's the last call for clearance at Lazy Boy. We're clearing everything out store-wide. Save up to 50% on closeouts, overstocks, and floor samples. Get our best offers on your favorite Lazy Boy furniture. Lazy Boy. Long live the lazy.
So there's Calvin Fauché in the bullpen. Well, let's see what can happen here with Drew Gilbert, who takes a strike. A hit here could make things interesting. Gilbert picked up a hit on an RBI in the 5th.
He's trying to put 3 runs on the board with that one, which I'm fine with. But now you have to shorten up. They play him slight pull in the outfield. They bunch the gap in left center, give him the lines on both sides of the field. Ooh.
That's a hard.
That's hard. That's a close pitch.
I'm sorry, I can't take it.
At 98, I mean, you got to make a decision. When you're in the protect mode, a lot of guys will go for that one.
Now we have a challenge by Hicks.
And they may
The
win this
previous
one.
pitch is a ball. The catcher has challenged. The call is confirmed.
And the
Miami
momentum
has no
builds,
challenges
and they're out of challenges.
Right now, Drew Gilbert's got the greatest eye in the game.
I'm impressed.
It's 2-2.
In the end, it wasn't even that close.
We'll live to see another pitch. Here it comes.
The at-bat of the year.
3-2.
Alcantara hasn't given one easy take yet.
Yeah, he's got 107 pitches. Got him. And the battle won by Alcantara, his 4th strikeout.
All right, time now for our game summary. It's brought to you by Toyota, who's 6 full innings of play. It's basically been all the Marlins who put 8 on the board through 4 innings against Adrian Hauser, who did not have a good night. And the Giants with a 3 spot in the 5th answered, but so far, the Marlins controlling the momentum in this game. 9-3 Florida, or Miami rather.
And a pop-up. And Ramos. Here's Owen Casey. Casey scored a couple of runs. And it's down low.
activity in the Marlins bullpen. Lake Bacher starting to get greased up.
So 3-0. It is. Brubaker now has thrown 47 pitches. And a strike. This one slowly hit as it flattens out for a rise. And here's Graham Pauley. Pauley, he's got a couple of hits. And that's very high. 2 balls and no strikes. Three and 0. Probably listening to Dave and John. That's a 4-pitch walk. And that'll bring up Connor Norby. He had one of the big hits in this game, a 3-run home run in the 4th inning. And he pops this one up to Willie Adames, and that'll do it. No runs, a walk, 1 left. Giants have 9 more outs in this game. Let's see what happens. Well, our upcoming schedule is brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. You got 2 more games against these Marlins, and both are afternoon games. So come on out, bring your sunglasses, and the Giants then go back on the road for a 3-game series against the Phillies and the Rays. Here it's 9-3 Miami. Time for a change. Switch to Comcast Business for all-in connection and protection your small business can rely on.
Lake Bacher, the new pitcher now for the Miami Marlins.
Does he not look like he's from Wisconsin?
Well, he went to school there. He went to the University of Wisconsin at Whitewater. Where is that?
Whitewater's not that far from the old ranch that we were at.
So you've been to Whitewater?
Been to Whitewater, absolutely.
Well, Bacher's got a 94.5 mile an hour average on a fastball. Slider, sweeper, split.
Eric Haas had his first hit in a Giants uniform in the 5th when he doubled on the right field line. And this one's slashed foul. Look out.
Oh, our ball dude down there, Louis Abadesco.
Louis broke out the purple sleeves.
Yeah, the City Connect sleeves.
Louis, it's Tuesday nights, not Friday.
He's been waiting all night for a play. He's 0 for 1. That was a tough play, though.
And that sweatshirt hasn't seen any action in about 10 years.
No.
Tonight, however, perfect. And then a pop-up. Coming in is the right fielder, Casey. One out. Here's Willie Adames. Strikeout and a couple of ground balls. Starting to warm up. One ball and no strikes to Adames. Adames hits a high drive, right center field, and it'll be the center fielder, Marcy, to put it away. Pretty well. One of these nights here at the ballpark, it's 57 degrees at first pitch. A bit breezy. Doesn't matter for this guy. He's got 2 hits. He also has a line drive out. And he takes a strike. He's got another hit. That's 3. He's going to go. No, he's not.
It's just a joy to watch this guy swing the bat. I mean, you cannot get him off balance to where his hands leave the cocked position. Just a short load. I mean, that's his compact swing. And what is the easiest pitch to defend? It's the one between your belt and the letters on your chest. And what does he do with it? He goes right back up the middle. Like he's playing Pepper with a pitcher.
I'd like to see what he uses for a bat.
I bet he uses 33.5, 30, 30, or 31 ounce. I mean, it's a pea shooter.
Oh, and 2 to Matt Chapman.
Remember those when you were a kid, pea shooters?
I do.
I mean, how safe was that toy? It was a plastic straw and a bag of hard peas. And you could blow peas out through the straw. I mean,
yeah, you shot him at your sister. Up the middle, near the bag, and Edwards throws him out, and that'll end the inning. Giants strand a runner. We'll head to the 8th. It's 9-3 Miami.
No wonder Kathy doesn't like you.
Well, there's 24 hits in this game. Problem is the Marlins have done more with their 14 than the Giants have done with their 10. So there's your new pitcher.
Caleb Killiam coming in for the 12th time this year.
Must need some work.
Yeah, it's kind of odd to see him in a 9-3 ball game. He's been a high leverage guy. 14 strikeouts in 11 innings. Really done a nice job.
And on the ground is Marcy. And with Killian covering and Rafi Devers going, hey, just time out a second. Is the first baseman supposed to cover first on ground balls?
Well, you kind of got hung out there in no man's land. Once you make a break and you get a couple steps too far away from the bag, you realize there's no time to get back. So you're hoping that your pitcher's going to pick you up, and Killian, no problem getting over to first base. He's a good athlete.
You just give that young man some time. He's going to be just fine over there.
Yeah, not a problem.
Today at 4 o'clock, me and Ron Washington and doing that drill, right? Little short hops and right along the third base line. Then, ground balls at first, throwing to second. I mean, they're doing all their work. Stowers has been good. He's got 2 doubles and a single. He, like Edwards, hurt the Giants last year.
He hurt a lot of people last year. He had a 3 home run in 1 game.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the season, he was on fire, and then he got hurt.
I think he went around. It's 2-2.
Can't have too many hats on a cool night. You just can't.
Slowly hit, but right there is a rise to throw him out. 2 down. Well, the Giants haven't had the fortune of retiring the Marlins in a 1-2-3 inning. So here's Otto Lopez. Lopez takes a strike. No balls and 1 strike. And a shot up the middle, and there's a base hit.
That's a 3-hit game for Otto Lopez.
Lopez came in hitting .315. Here's Edwards. Edwards has 3 hits. The Giants did have a 1-2-3 inning. That was the 5th. Brubaker did a good job. Couple of strikeouts that inning. And it's low.
Close. You know, the ear flap hat, absolutely 100% made for this ballpark.
It was a hit the day it was handed out.
And you know, for most places, especially the Midwest or back east, April can be a cold month, even into May, and certainly during playoffs if you get there. And those are great months for ear flap hats. But here in San Francisco, you get 1 month off from wearing the flap hat, and that's September. Every other month, you need it.
Down low.
Plus the other thing too about those hats, I mean, you can't put that hat on, look in the mirror and not smile. I mean, they're just the perfect amount of funkiness. And it makes you happy. Plus you're warm.
Plus it's good for a bad hair day.
So there you go. 3 things. The trifecta of happiness.
These guys know all about bad hair days.
Yeah.
Right, when you get up in the morning and look in the mirror for the first time, the mirror doesn't lie.
Oh no, that's why I keep the hat rack by the sink in the bathroom.
It doesn't lie. See, these 3 women have it going. 3-1. 3-2. Threw that ball downhill. Now, Otto Lopez will be on the move. Hit on the ground. That's a foul ball. Do it again. Out of play.
Brought his glove.
He was rewarded.
Got his reward. And he didn't even know those guys before he caught that ball.
He did not. Chapman will go over. Chapman will take a stab at it, but it hit that fence.
Now let's take a look at the fan who brought his glove. Talent. That's a player right there. Oh yeah. Bro hugs and Apwas. That's an athletic pat with a squeeze, and he deserves them.
Ball, cash, glove. What a night. And another 3-2 pitch is outside for a ball. So here's Hicks.
Seems like every time Hicks has come up to the plate tonight, there's been 8 guys on base.
Seems like it. Hit out to Ramos and left, and that'll do it. Killian strands a pair. Giants are coming up. Well, right after the game, it's Toyota Giants postgame live. You got Kylan Mills, George Contos. You're going to get highlights, interviews, and more. And it's coming up right after the game. Devers looking for his first hit. Here he's facing Blake Bacher. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Be very helpful for this Giants offense to get this big fella going. A little in between on that, and it's now 0-2.
Estuary Ruiz in the game now, playing left field. Kyle Stowers is out for the rest of the night.
Got him.
Take a look at the high fastball right across the letters. Got him to chase.
Yeah, you know, the one thing when Devers came over last year, we were told, and then we witnessed it, that he was a guy that's going to take a lot of walks. And that hasn't happened this year. Coming into today, Schmidt fouls this one out of play. Devers had only walked 5 times.
That really is unusual. But it tells you that the league is adjusted to him. And right now he's having some problems with the fastball, and they are going at him. And the walk total will go up when he starts turning more of those fastballs around. The first game of every series, you're going to get a pretty good idea how that team's going to pitch you for the whole series. And what we've consistently seen with teams pitching against the Giants again when Devers hits is fastball challenges. They're going right at him, high velocity.
Schmidt with a fly ball to center field. It's going to be an out.
It's called an embarrassing out. All right, let's take a look at it.
I got it.
Now the exchange, and there's the embarrassing part. So,
umpire's going, really? You forced me to make a call?
He gave us some stank eye, too. And quite honestly, he deserved it.
Here's Jung-Hoo Lee. You know, the Giants have this reputation of a team that strikes out a lot, right?
Yeah.
All right, so they've, coming into today, they struck out 195 times, which is exactly the same amount of strikeouts for the Marlins. The 1-1 to Lee flips this one foul.
Well, the thing about strikeouts, I mean, you look at what part of the lineup are the strikeouts coming from. And if your answer is the middle of the lineup, you know, it's an issue because it's going to really cut into the amount of runs you score. Well, those are your RBI guys.
Jung-Hoo flips this one foul.
If you're getting most of your strikeouts down the bottom of the lineup, well, that's not as bad as if the heart of your lineup is taken.
Okay, don't get hit.
He's had to really do some pretty good dodgeball work to not get hit a couple times tonight. He had one that Alcantara threw him. There was a 99 right at his shin bone.
Pulled foul.
All right, here we go. Nothing to it. John Pauly had a bit.
Nice play.
The Rawlings guy.
Pulled on the ground foul. Looking at the numbers, Mike, just for fun, for strikeouts.
Yeah.
And the Giants and Marlins have struck out the least of any teams in the National League. I would have figured at least they would be in the middle of the pack. High drive to right. It is out of here. Not a bit. Jung-Hoo is second of the year.
And he is red hot.
I couldn't tell if it landed in the water or not.
Well, it definitely got to the water. I don't know if it got there on the fly. I think it did. Well, one thing, he got both cheeks into it.
Oh, by a foot he missed it.
Yeah, I think it hit, just maybe even hit the railing and bounced in the water.
Here's Ramos. Ramos immediately chases one wide.
Let's take a look at from a splash cam. High, majestic, 1 foot short. But hey, it got wet.
Lopez from deep short, and he throws him out. So Jung Ho Lee knocks one out of the park. It's bye-bye baby, and it's 9-4. Ninth inning, 9-4, Miami. It'll be
Ryan
Agustin Ramirez, and there's your new pitcher. Sorry, Mike.
Okay, interrupted you, partner. That's Ryan Barucki for appearance number 10.
Yeah, that's right off the bat.
Barucki, 32 years of age, 6'4", 210-pounder. Been a good add to that Giants bullpen where they have 3 lefties.
That's right down the left field line. And this will be another double for this Marlins group that has swung the bats tonight. So we've got a pinch hitter. It's Herberto Hernandez. So waiting on Hernandez to get in the box. And a pop-up. Devers racing down now in foul territory. And he does the pop-up dance and puts it away. Hernandez is thinking, wait a second, I waited around all night for that.
Yeah. See one pitch, pop it up.
So we have another pinch hitter. It's Javier Sanoa. And the first pitch is high for a ball. The Marlins have hit 6 doubles in this game. They've got 16 hits, 6 of the 16 two-baggers.
Well, 4 of them have been to lead off an inning. And right away, it's a stress inning.
And tight 3-0. Comes back with a strike to make it 3-1. Sano's played a lot, and he's got 54 at bats with 19 hits. That's a 352 average. Here he takes a walk. Look at the third walk the Giants have issued tonight. Norby takes high. Norby's got 1 hit in 4 at bats, and it was a big one.
She's warm.
Two and 0. Way out in front as he pulls it foul. Robbie Ray tomorrow night. Yuri Perez Actually, tomorrow day.
Yeah, back-to-back day games this weekend. Rare Saturday day game, and then of course Sunday. Tomorrow, Brandon Belt Celebration Day, and please, if you're coming tomorrow, get here early. 12:15, the ceremony, the pregame ceremony is going to start.
High and deep down the left field line, and foul.
Ooh, that was close. I mean, Norby's already got one 3-run homer. And how close does he come to another one? That's close.
Pretty darn close.
That's one that'll tick you off that you didn't get it. Felt good.
Almost ran into that one. 3-2. I thought guys hitting ninth weren't supposed to have any power.
Well, those days are over.
Those good, powerful Red Sox teams in the late 70s. Butch Hobson hitting ninth.
Yeah, that's too much power for the ninth position.
Cat and mouse. Rucky and Norby. One out. He's trying to get off the field here in the ninth. Out of play. There's your sequence.
Next pitch, number 9 in the sequence. Slider, sinker, slider, slider, splitter, cutter, slider, sinker. I mean, he's showing him everything he's got. And he's run it to 3-2.
High out into Triple's alley. As Gilbert gets to it as Jung-Hoo Lee peeled away. And with 2 outs, here's Marcy. Marcy kind of set the tone in this game with the first at bat of the game.
Yeah, he took a 3-2 fastball challenge from Adrian Hauser and hit a rocket. Wound up getting a 2-base hit out of it.
Well, this is the specialty for the Rucky left-handed hitters. He gets a belt-high strike.
Marlins are out of challenges.
Could have been one you could challenge.
Well, if I'm an umpire and it's getting close to a 3-hour ball game, the spread's waiting for
Bring
you.
it out. Bring it up.
They've already used up the challenges. That was right there.
I mean, look, at this point, 9-4. What do you got to lose?
Nothing.
Just take advantage of it.
It's not like those ABS challenges carry over to tomorrow's game.
Does not collect interest. This is going to be foul.
I mean, I'd be a bad umpire. I mean, if there was a lopsided game, that strike zone would be big. That's the way it used to be. I mean, a number of times I'd get in the batter's box and umpire would say,
swing the bat.
Swing it, kid.
Yep, swing the bat.
I'm not calling any balls.
I would hear the same thing from time to time. emergency swing and a foul out of play.
He looked like he was trying to step out for a minute, and step back in, and he wound up getting a swing off. That was odd.
Three and two. Runners at the corners.
Seagulls are surrounding the ballpark going, hey, what's the deal? They're not used to 3-hour games.
Right at the second baseman arrives, and that'll end the inning. All right. 9-4 Marlins. Well, 27 hits in this game. And right now it's all Marlins. It's 9-4. John King is the new pitcher.
Numbers for King, he is off to a great start. 0.90 ERA, 11 strikeouts and 10 walks for King, who's 31 years old, I beg your pardon. In his 6th year at the big league level.
Gilbert will be lifted for Encarnacion. Sano is now at third. Marcy doing some cleanup work in the 4-1-5. Here it's 1-0 to Gerard Encarnacion. Hernandez to left, Ruiz to right, and as I just mentioned, Sanoa at third. 3-0. And a strike. 38,317 tonight. Expect the same type of crowd tomorrow, maybe even a little bit more. Another strike. It's 3-2, although Encarnacion says I'm
The previous pitch is a strike. The batter has challenged.
He's got a chance on this one. It'll be close.
Call is confirmed. San Francisco
Perfect
has
pitch.
no challenges remaining.
Dandolino has to say call confirmed. What he probably would like to say is I am right.
I'm sure he's thinking it.
So there's a breaking ball.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
It all started with a walk.
Christian Koss is going to get it at bat. Which he hasn't had many. I'll tell you exactly how many here in a minute. 7. Down low.
And right now, Hicks is going to come out and say, you're killing me here. You know we have a 5-run lead. You're walking, guys. Come on. Don't give him a rally for free. Throw a strike, meat. Okay.
All right, I'm trying. pass. It's a high towering fly to right. Ruiz makes the catch. And here's Adames. Adames 0 for 4. The Giant that's got the hits tonight is Arise. He's got 3 singles and he's on deck. As Adames looks at a strike.
Adames needs an RBI badly. And Adames, I mean, he's a guy that prides himself in the money at bat.
Hardly ever.
I mean, you hit 30 home runs a year. I mean, you're a guy that knocks in runs.
That time he got caught in between. 2 down. So here's Arise. Arise looking for a 4-hit night. Why not? Here's the 0-1. And a roller foul, nothing in 2. Remember, if you're coming tomorrow, be in your seats at 12:15. Check to see if there's seats available for tomorrow. It's got the spirit.
Hey, it's Friday night. It's time to celebrate.
On the ground to third. So Noah to first, and that's the ball game. So this one, the Marlins struck early with 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and then 3 in the fourth, and that was the one that did the damage where it just looked like this was going to be tough to come back. Giants made a little bit of an effort, but all in all, Mike, this was a disappointing loss.
Well, yeah, it was really lopsided. I mean, I took the cap. They came up and they put some runs on the board eventually, but it took a while to get the fans into the game with their offense. But for Adrian Hauser, this is one he's going to want to forget.
Yep, Adrian Hauser already, I'm sure, looking now for his next start. To forget about this one. All right, there's your final. It's the Marlins 9 and the Giants 4. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. Toyota Giants postgame live. That starts right now. Right now.